E for MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com on the 21st of June, just after 11 o'clock, 2019, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. Gentlemen, I said hopefully we can get our work done by 11:30. Brian has suggested you can get your VIG in 2 hours and not have to work 9 to 5. Target we proposed, if we can hold IB highs, try to knock out yesterday's high, get to that 65.25 test to 68. E2 today, 66.25 has been achieved. Good fortune above. 10-minute chart in play has held. Frog in boiling water trade. Took some time, captured a few shorts, and then got the squeeze. NQ rocking and rolling. Found its footing, RTY. Coming back up to check the big pivot at 1562.5. Any high is available. Target 68 has not been ruled out. We had a 67.75 target yesterday that has not been achieved yet. We may get that now. Stops up. Anybody that's had a good run, move your stops up. Target 2 has been hit. Good fortune above 66.25. $67.75 achieved. Stops up. Bingo. And we had proposed make sure you're done by the 68.75 yesterday. So that target's being achieved. When there's a squeeze on, you just want to ride that squeeze. Breakout was back here, 60. Anybody who has got the 66 to 68's paid for sure. And we had a very slow start, but off we run. I said earlier today, if we got a breakout type trade, let it make its move and then look to fade it. You do not have to fade this move, but you should be taking profits. This trade took a while to materialize, but came together. Again, I will say, go with the established trend until proven otherwise. And you recognize when traders are trapped and there's a squeeze coming. It started with this 2-minute chart. Look at how this 2-minute chart has behaved. Absolutely beautifully. Yesterday's resistance, holding, profit-taking swing. That prior high yesterday, 63's got to be paid for sure. Anybody short side, think about this 63 to 62 as an important support right now. And the prior high had been 65.25 on this contract. So that was the objective today, to see if we can't take that out. Gentlemen, nothing to do. 1,000 ticks, yes, got that. Thanks, Don. I'm showing 800. Either way, we've got the targets that we were looking for, should be paid for sure. May have one more attempt at a new high. But because of the timing, JV team is in control while the boys are in the Hamptons. May become a little erratic. I say make sure you're paid. Hit the targets we wanted. You can try one more buy. We said we're going to use this 54 as our support. Remember, that was our magnet. Once we started to elevate and got the breakout. This is all virgin territory, and that's why fast profits are being taken. Those of you on the sidelines, you get to an area you think is going to be a resistance, a high odds resistance zone that I'm calling out. That's a place to perhaps scalp in for a couple of points against the trend. Little something for everybody. Okay, so now what do we do with this? Here's our third time through trade I talked about right here. Let's say we may have a W forming. Bang, we get the breakout. This is your breakout back here. This for the size, that's our resistance for now. This is now our fighting box. And this is obviously our support box. I may not be in, but I think we're close. So on the profit-taking swing, anybody that got that 68 target we talked about, if you're not happy with that, you got to ride a trailer. But usually, you know, you want those last couple of points because you think it'll never end. And that's where you start to get a little too greedy. Anybody that's shorted, coming back in, make sure you are paid by this high. Yesterday's high, 63s to 62s. And it's a 40 back. It's a retest of yesterday's high. Don't know if the high is in yet. Don't care. Anybody's had a good morning? You shouldn't either. You should be taking some profits and saying, good, I get to go play golf this afternoon. I mean, look how quiet it was before. We thought, oh my goodness. Right? And then we get the push. Boom. Frog in boiling water is a huge winner today. Came late, but it did come. You get a gift, you take it. That's my advice. For whatever it's worth. He said, let's play the odds trade for the half gap and gap. Bingo. Now let's go back and review one or two more charts. This is a 7-minute chart that I put on. We're looking at the 10 at the time. We're also looking at the 15. Now look how good this chart was. A bit of an offbeat chart. We said yesterday, 15-minute chart seems to be the one. Look how good the 15-minute chart is. So carry over from one day to the next your ideas. They should help you. Here's your 5. Took some time to write itself, but then came out huge. Once you get on top of the rain line and all these lines, that's bullish. And we said at the time we wanted the 10-minute chart because the rain line was still underneath us. So I'm just doing a quick review here for you guys to see the things that I was looking at and see what really came together. Now we'll take a look again at RTY, which was the laggard, double bottom, still being a laggard, but pushing up. Found its footing, and obviously what we looked at with the NQ. Take a look there. And the NQ, obviously, it found some footing third time through trade. Gentlemen, nothing to do. They may want to, I don't know where they're going to close this thing, but they may want to close it at a new high or at the 65. A lot of time left in the day. But our work is done. And make sure by noontime you are thinking about nothing other than having a great big lunch and relaxing. I'll be in the room in and out this afternoon, but the bulk of our work is done already. Remember, the goal is to get our VIG. When that's done, become protective. Third time through trade, a winner.